just grew up in alcohol and a drug addict my whole life, drinking when I was approximately about between 6 and 8 years old. Grew up angry and mean and violent. That's the person that I was back then. Being in addiction, you just basically think about yourself all the time.
Home life was just about that, just, well, is he gonna come home tonight or not, really? There were some nights when he would go out and I would kind of hope that he would get arrested, so that way, he wouldn't have to come home, and I would, my mom would be able to get some sleep and I'd be able to get some sleep.
Had been on, about a 30-day drinking binge. Was just sitting there at the kitchen table, and I'd collected these knives and I'd started sticking myself with these knives. Then the next thing I know, I'm in the hospital. I got to a point in my life to where I didn't have no hope.
I have 3 children, 9, 7, and 3. I came from a background where there was a lot of drugs and violence. We grew up really kind of strict, and we got whoopings, spankings, and so when I had children, I felt like that was how I was supposed to raise my children. I had an incident with a boyfriend. The police and DHS got involved, and so then I had to go do Family Builders. I didn't feel like that I had any hope. This is how I was parented, so this is how I had to parent.
I have a 10-year-old girl, 7-year-old boy. I was in a relationship between me and my ex-wife. A lot of verbal abuse between the two of us. Really had an effect on my kids and just our lifestyle and the people around us. We got in a huge fight at the lake, and we were yelling at each other at the top of our lungs. We went to jail for disturbing the peace. So after that, DHS decided that it was best that we got the kids out of the home, and there was no hope. I had no hope in life. I'd actually already mentally shut down. I didn't want to do anything with anybody. I was embarrassed and ashamed of everything that was going on in my life. When DHS come around, took my kids on my birthday, I knew I had to do whatever I had to do to get them back.
I felt like I was doing the right thing by how I was raising my children, because that was how I was raised, but something in me knew that it wasn't all the way right, and I wanted to change it, but I didn't know how to change it. I didn't have the interactions and the actual tools that I received from Family Builders. Once I was able to get those same tools, I became hopeful, and I became inspired.
When I got arrested, I was sitting in there. I knew I had to make a change in my life. I had to get out of the situation that I was in. I didn't realize how much I needed to change for my kids. It was about 3 or 4 months into it that I realized how bad I needed those classes. Each week, it was something new, something new, something new. I was learning how my attitude and what I was doing was affecting my children. And once I realized that, I really tried to start applying what they were teaching me.
I came to Family Builders because I was court ordered, so I started coming here. Family Builders has helped me with my new family, because I'm recently married, to do it right this time.
If there was a person that didn't have any hope, and from what he looked like he had been through and gone through, it would have been Ross. I can honestly say that he's not the same person.
But whenever things arise in the house or something like that, I can see things that we've learned in class, and I bring it up.
Every week after he would leave, he would call me on the way home. I would be anxious to, what did you learn? It was really good stuff that was very applicable to our family.
The kids are 10 and 7. I finally have them back home with me. I'm a single father, working as many hours as I possibly can to provide for them, but loving it at the same time.
He went to classes to get us back to live with him. After the classes, my daddy's more happy and nice. He smiles more.
I have completely changed who I am. I'm happy for the first time in 7 or 8 years, since my son was born. I'm happy. And these classes have really helped me become me again. They've helped me find myself. I have tons of hope. I have tons of hope in us. It's all about hope.
Family Builders have really helped me become a better man, a better husband, a better father, a better human being.
Now that he's changed, you know, like that's kind of the person I want to be. You know, he's a great man of God. So I mean, that kind of that inspires me to want to be like that.
The reason I didn't think I had any hope in my life is because I wasn't looking for hope. I was still looking and learning the same things I'd been doing my whole life. And then just changing my way of thinking and changing and listening, and opening my heart to receive things that was being taught here.
There is hope in doing things differently. And you don't have to do things the way you've always done it, because you will just get on this endless cycle. Ross, having gone through Family Builders, has given him the tools to be a good father. And it's teaching my children what a father can be.
I don't want to cry, but hope now means being here for my children in the best possible way. It gives me that feeling to say, you know what, you don't have to be like that. You know, you want your children to love you, to know that you love them. The way that I parented, I don't feel like they knew I loved them. And it makes me very happy to know, like, they know that even through discipline, I love them. You're teaching them how to raise and love their children later on, and I'm really thankful for Family Builders for that.
To me, I guess hope would be something that would encourage you.
Hope means a new understanding.
Hope means happiness.
Hope is holding your kids. Hope is taking them to school, taking them to daycare, picking them up, taking them to ball games. Hope is happiness to me.